Okay, welcome back. Last time we took on the Mr. Alton City Gym, where we also introduced Hunter to the team. Hunter then evolved into Gengar, so we now have a Gengar on the team. And we also had a very unfortunate loss, because our Vigoroth finally evolved, and then I misplayed and lost Slacking almost immediately. Yeah, it wasn't exactly my proudest moment. So the plan for today's episode is quite simple. All I want to do is make my way through Twist Mountain. I don't know how long that'll take. Hopefully it won't take too long, and hopefully we won't have too many, hopefully we won't have any incidents. I'm going to go with the word incidents to describe anything. So hopefully we'll be okay. We also got the HM for Surf. I haven't taught it to Empoleon yet, but I probably should. And I stocked up on some healing items and some super repels just for my own general convenience. Oh, I would have loved to have had a Sneasel. That's a potential Weavile, even though Sandstream would have been pretty bad, not gonna lie. But Weavile would be real nice to be able to eat. But hey, there's always black and white too. Okay, what does Sharon and Clay want? What a surprise, seeing you here while I was inspecting Twist Mountain. Do you seem a bit more rugged than the last time I saw you? A little bit, anyway. That's so. Bye-bye. You folks seen that Team Plasma crowd lately? After all the trouble, we gym leaders met up and had a chat. But we've got no clue where they are. It's like they're hiding under a rock. Well, not much to do for Uber but to wait for him to move. Anyhow, this is none of your concern. Squirts like the two of you should just enjoy traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You'll have some fun if you just leave this here path. Well, better you just see yourself said listen to me, Yama. Be seeing you, Sprouts. Feel free to train yourselves on the mountain for as long as you like. Okay, let it Clay. I thought he was going to get us involved in all that bother again, so I was bracing myself before I knew it. I'm going in first. I'll be seeing you. Okay, later, Sharon. Also, fun fact, in Gen 9? Yes, it's in Gen 9. It's in the Scarlet and Violet DLC. You get introduced to Clay's daughter. I think she's also a ground-type trainer. Gonna be honest, I didn't play the DLC for Scarlet and Violet. I didn't play the DLC for Scarlet and Violet because, I'll be honest, I didn't like Scarlet and Violet, so why would I pay money to play more of a game I don't like? I will, at some point, painstakingly talk about Gen 9. At some point, I will probably play Gen 9 again as well. And I feel like it's one of those things where... hey, maybe with time, I will warm up to that game. It might happen. To be honest, at some point, I'm going to do a series on Sun and Moon, and I'm really hoping that it makes me I'm really hoping that when I eventually do a series on Sun and Moon, I'm really hoping that it makes me like Sun and Moon. Because I want to like Gen 7, but I want to like Gen 7, but I just don't. So, I don't know, maybe if I'm playing it on an emulator and I can just speed up through the cutscenes and everything and skip all of the tutorials and everything that take up the first several hours of that game. I don't know, maybe I'll, start to really like Gen 7. Because there's a lot of great ideas in there, and I do want to give Gen 7 another try, because I haven't played it in a good few years. But hey, that is something for future me to think about. And I just had a horrible realization. I need to be a lot more careful with this Gengar. It just hit me, I need to be a lot more careful with this Gengar, because I'm effectively playing with Gen 7 onwards Gengar. Because I don't have Levitate, so I'm still weak to ground moves. Man, I remember the first time I got a Gengar in Gen 7, and saw that I didn't have access to whatchamacallit. Yeah, that is a hidden item there. Yeah, I remember the first time I had Gengar in Gen 7 and saw, wait, where's Levitate? Why did that earthquake hit me? Still was not a fan of that. Okay, I'm gonna quickly patch up. Let's use the Soda Pop to patch up Gengar full. And now let's fight this trainer. Honestly, Obviously, every trainer is going to be randomized, so I don't know what they're going to have. But at the same time, I feel like the Ace trainers just have a more natural aura of menace to them. It's like, yes, they are the powerful trainers. Yes, they will throw hands. Okay, Blossom. I'm going to go for Confuse Ray. I don't think this should have anything to really cause too much of a hassle for me. Like, it'll probably have... Well, that's an annoyance. But that could actually come back to be a problem. But hey, anything could happen. At some point, I do want to try using a Blossom in a playthrough again. Because I know I used one in a playthrough I did of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. What was my full team in that playthrough? It was one I did like when the game was relatively new. I had a Blossom. I think I had like Blossom, Sandslash, Walrein, Muck, Giraffarig. Like, it wasn't an amazing team. Also, I'm so glad that Solrock clicked Cosmic Power, because I was kind of just autopiloting there, and if it had clicked Psychic, I think Gengar would have died. So I am going to switch out to Empoleon for my own safety. Because realistically, Empoleon is the safest option I have right now. And it goes for Embargo. Okay. But I can just Aqua Jet, and that should finish off this Solrock. Honestly, what a useless move Embargo is. Like, even at the best of times, I can't really... This lady has a Kyurem! Okay, you know what? I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to set up Swords Dance. I'm just going to set up a Swords Dance and go for Metal Claw. Oh, also, I should note... I quickly checked in between episodes. I took like a 15-minute break between recording the last episode and this one. I double-checked. My new level cap is 44. I basically calculated it wrong in the last episode, but I said it was going to be like 47 or something because I was using that from the... Because I was going from the gym leader's 8 when I calculated it, as opposed to how I've actually been doing it, which is from their weaker Pokemon. Anyway... 10 out of 10, we've successfully defeated a Kyurem. And got a mountain of experience out of it in the process. So yeah, my level cap is 44, but Empoleon can go to 46 in accordance to the Ace rule. Now then, let's patch up my Pokemon. And I probably didn't need to use that Hyper Potion on Gengar. I have Castelia Cones. Thank you past me. Thank you past me. You came in clutch once again. 10 out of 10. If nobody else got me, I know past me periodically got me. Can I fight this trainer? You know what? Meganium, you get out front. Because you are one level behind everyone else. I think I have 40, 41, 42, to be honest. Because Empoleon did just get a mountain of EXP out of that Kyurem. It got nearly 4,000. And of course I send Meganium out into, and it's a poison type. Gengar is my safest bet here because it might have double kick. It might have double kick, which would be pretty bad for Empoleon. But also at the same time, hey, it's probably doesn't really have anything to hurt Gengar too badly. The most dangerous thing it can do to Gengar probably is flatter it and make it hit itself. But hey, that is a powerful Shadow Ball. And of course they live on 1. Let's just go for Nightshade. So, here's the thing. I can sit pretty much while I was training Ghastly to get Gengar. Well, no, it was Ghastly for all of 1 level, so while I was training Haunter... Oh no, it has Crunch! We are getting out. It can't Pursuit Trap me. This game is trying to kill me. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, while I was doing my training, I was kind of considering what my moveset could be, because I do have access to TMs. I have access to some pretty good TMs for Gengar. but I ultimately decided I would keep Confuse Ray for general convenience, and then I was torn between Nightshade and Curse, mostly because, you know, I could have used one, because Curse is guaranteed damage, but so is Nightshade, and Nightshade, while it would do... Well, Nightshade would probably take longer, usually. I felt like it was the safer play, mostly because it's a safe move, and I can also use it on encounters to kind of just whittle them down a little bit. I should probably not fight every trainer in here. Partially because I'm a little bit worried about my level caps. That's a Charizard! Game, do not show me Arena Trap right now. Okay, didn't have Arena Trap. Thank you, game. Honestly, though, would not mind getting a Charizard. It's going for Wing Attack. Okay, interesting. I do get outsped, but that's... It didn't go for a fire move, so I am at... Does this Charizard not have one? It probably... Actually, yeah, it wouldn't have Flamethrower yet, I don't think. Maybe it didn't have a fire move. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. And an Espeon? This guy's team's kind of insane, hold on. This guy had Espeon Charizard? That's solid. That's actually a solid team. Okay. Empoleon is probably gonna hit the level cap again. I was gonna hit... it's gonna hit what would be the level cap for everyone else, obviously. Obviously, again, Ace Rule, it can go 2 levels higher. And as I said in the last episode, I don't even know why I bother having the Ace Rule half the time. I don't really seem to use it. But hey, it's a nice kind of just... It's a nice little bit of wiggle room to have, I suppose. Now then... I don't think I'm going the right way. But also, this is the only way I've been able to go, so... Also, I know that those holes... Like, I know those little kind of holes in the ground... I know that trainers can pop up out of those. I've played a Pokemon game before. You will not bamboozle me like this, Game Freak. Okay, it probably helps if I'm on the right screen. Okay, so... Let's scroll all the way back up. Wait. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... My Super Repels, there they are. So why was it all the way down to the bottom? You know what? Not gonna think about it. Not gonna question it, not gonna think about it. Okay, that's just an item. That's a wide lens. Yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge a couple of those trainers. I feel like there was one in that room. Is it? Ah! I nearly made it. Okay. If this guy's like popped out of the ground and just like throws out a Deoxys, I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, it's not a Deoxys, but he just popped out of the ground and threw a Landorus at me. Okay, so we are setting up Reflect. I'm setting up the screens. It has extra sensory. Huh, interesting. Nope. I want to set up light screen as well, so I can kind of just see what this thing has. Oh dear. What do I do here? I think staying in with Meganium is probably my best bet. If nothing else, I am outspeeding it. That is +4. That is a +4 Lando. That's a Lando on +4. Okay, he just goes for Rock Throw. That didn't do much. I might be okay. He maybe doesn't have anything too dangerous. We're safe! We're safe! Okay, you know what? I was very stressed there for a second, but hey, we took out a +6 Landorus. Like, we took out a +6 physical attack Landorus, as with a Meganium. I'm pretty happy about that. And his other Pokemon is just Eradicate. Okay. I feel so much safer right now. Hyper Fang crit. Pulling it right now. No? Okay, I think we're safe. I'm just going to Synthesis. I'm going to Synthesis, get a bit of health back. Well, get a lot of health back. And he goes for Super Fang. And then hits himself with Rocky Helmet, so I Synthesis again. And so now he probably goes for maybe Crunch or something again. Assurance. He hurts himself a bit more with the Rocky Helmet. And now I finish him off with a Magical Leaf. Fantastic. That was stressful. And his last Pokemon's an Elekid. Okay, you know what? We can just Magical Leaf this. It's a baby Pokemon. This shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so we... Let's go Lightning Rod value! Lightning Rod value, let's go! Honestly, probably the first and only time I'm gonna get Lightning Rod value, but hey. And we find a Power Anklet. I think that's an EV training item. And this should be where the Doctor is, right? At least close to it, if nothing else. I can see I'm getting closer to the ground, which is kind of good. Because I know if I can go down there, that's where the Ice Cave is, which is where you can go to get Glaceon. But I also know that there's a TM in there. I think it's normally like Flash Cannon or something. Okay, so... this is on the wall. There we go. A Magmarizer. Okay, I mean, hey, I already had a Magma earlier in the game. I'm gonna have to fight a trainer there, aren't I? Yeah, that's definitely a trainer there. Like, I hop the fence, and then I'm blocked in, and I have to fight a trainer. I also have to fight someone here to get this item. Okay, let's see what we have. Hopefully nothing too dangerous. I really should have probably went and fought that Doctor first. Because that Doctor is a heal. That's a free heal. Okay, it's a Venonat. It's a Venonat, and I know that Venonat has slow start. I've seen a few in the wild. Okay, I know Venonat can have slow start. I've seen a few in the wild. So I'm going to switch out to Empoleon. I'm not going to go to Gengar because it might have Psychic at this level. Okay, that's Signal Beam. It's still resisted, so we should be okay. And Bubble Beam will do quite a bit. I'm sticking with Bubble Beam instead of teaching it Surf just for now. Honestly, I probably should just teach it Surf. I feel like Surf is definitely the play because realistically, I'm probably not having all that many double battles in the game. But also at the same time, if I do get into double battles, Surf would hit both of opponent's Pokemon and the partner Pokemon, which wouldn't be ideal. Okay, then Ockerberry. I believe that is a... what were the odds of finding an Electrizer and a Magmarizer in the same room? And that was not a hidden... That was not a hidden person. Okay, cool. Oh, it's on this rock. And a Meadow Plate, okay. But yeah, what are the odds of that? We found both the item to get both Electivire and Magmortar in the same room. That's weird. Whatever. That's cool, though. Okay, so what does this Doctor have? Yeah, Gengar can lead, I guess. Gengar, please just handle whatever this is. During a long journey, you'll be happy if you meet a Doctor. I mean, yeah. I mean, in general, I feel like, you know... I feel like, in general, Doctors are a pretty good thing to, you know, have. Doctors are very important. And they kind of are a major thing that society kind of needs. Okay. We have a Ludicolo. This shouldn't have too much. It does have Astonish. That's more damage than I would have liked, but we should be okay. We can Shadow Ball again. And that doesn't quite take it out, but it just goes for Growl, which is effectively nothing. And now we can go for Nightshade. And he heals, okay. How much will Nightshade do? Probably less than Shadow Ball did. No, let's just throw a Shadow Ball next to it and see how much it is in comparison. Okay, yeah, the Shadow Ball is definitely more powerful. And now I can finish it off with one more Shadow Ball. I don't need to worry too much about PP. Mostly because once I win this fight, we'll be back to full anyway. Fantastic, and that is a good chunk. That's a Gabite I'm going to switch out immediately. I'm going to switch out immediately because this thing probably has Crunch at this level. I think. That's Dig. Okay. You know what? Still probably the play for me to do there. I'm going to set up Reflect. Meganium so far in this game has been absolutely... Okay, not gonna lie, Meganium so far in this playthrough, it has been constantly surprising me with how many things it outspeeds. Like, this Meganium has been outspeeding things that I really don't think it should be, but I'm glad that it is. Either way, Magical Leaf should be enough to take out this Gabite. Nice, sorted, fantastic, hits level 42, and Dr. Hank is defeated. And we can get a nice patch-up for our team. Fantastic. Great. Let's keep moving on. So, I believe this is the kind of... You have an exit, I think? Well, never mind. Disregard what I just said. 10 out of 10. Today on Branch Forgets How to Navigate Places. Twist Mountain. Area that I have not come through in a good while. By that, I mean the last time I came through Twist Mountain was the last time I played this game, so that was, what, 2 or 3 years ago at this point? It's been a while since I last played Gen 5. But hey, you know what? Never gonna complain about getting to play Gen 5 again. Love a bit of Gen 5. And, hey, you know what? The next, like, Pokemon game that I've never done on the channel before, in terms of the mainline ones, after this would be Black and White 2. And Black and White 2 are probably my favourite Pokemon games. Like, Black and White... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of go back and forth between Black and White 1 and Black and White 2 on which one I like more, but I think they are both just absolutely incredible games. Like, I think they are fantastic and the best Pokemon games. This guy sent out a Krogunk and a Snover. This man is setting up to be a jobber. Okay, no. You know what? I would like to revoke my previous statement because that Blizzard is gonna... That Blizzard didn't do quite as much as I expected, but you know what? That's still more than I would have liked it to do. I mean, still, it is Blizzard. I shouldn't be too surprised. And I am going to take the advantage here. I'm going to take the advantage, I'm going to take the initiative. I'm just going to go back and heal. Dr. Hank, can you heal my Pokemon, please? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Doc. I mean, health is always crucial. Okay, so we can keep going through here. We are near the end of... I'm pretty sure I'm near the end of Twist Mountain here. Okay, we've had an Electric Gem. I feel like there should be an item on here, right? Let's get off the bike, turn the dowsing machine back on. No, that's just a rock. Okay, we found a second escape rope. I feel like that's probably a trainer there. I feel like there's probably a trainer in there somewhere. Okay, we've made it to the base. I will probably come back and buy lemonades at another time. I don't think there's anything too important in here. There's literally nothing in here. But hey, you know what? I mean, it doesn't... Not everywhere needs to be, like, super important, I guess. Sometimes just a little bit of set decoration, I suppose, goes a long way. It kind of just... I don't know, makes the area feel more kind of lived and worked in, I suppose. Okay, so, in here... Actually, if I have the National Dex... If I have the National Dex already, will this guy give me a fossil now? Okay, he won't, but if I come back and... If you come... if you go and talk to that guy in the post-game, he will give you fossils, and I think he gives you one every day. Okay, this is a TM. It is... Retaliate. TM 93. I don't know what 93 is off the top of my head normally. I want to say it's like... I think Substitute is 91. Yeah, I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I know Trick Room is 92, I think. No, wait, I think it's 90 as Substitute, 91 as Flash Cannon, 92 as Trick Room. So, the thing with TMs is, if you ask me what the TMs are for Gen 1, 2, and... Well, no, if you ask me the TMs in Gen 3 in a numerical order, I could do it. If you ask me for them for the later gens, I will gradually trip up more and more. And from honestly, even just Gen 4, like past 50, I don't really know all of them. Like, I know a few here and there, specifically, but there's a lot that I just don't know off the top of my head now. But hey, there's a mountain of TMs. Where does this take me to? What a weird area. What a kind of just pointless little screen. Oh well, whatever. Let's just go and finish off Twist Mountain. Because here we are. Here's Sharon. So let's see what Sharon is up to. And I will lead with Empoleon, I think. I'll lead with Empoleon, because Empoleon kind of just works, you know? Huh, pretty strong. But you're only strong because as you train as a controlling Pokemon. So if you want to set Pokemon free, if that's what you want, you should start with your own. But taking people's Pokemon by force isn't right. That's not real strength. Hey, there you are. We found it. We found that thing we're looking for. We should head for the tower now. Get this. Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We must use force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Now, let's gather around our king, our Lord N. Those guys. I don't know what they've found, but they go the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. I'm gonna stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? Okay, later, Sharon. I could have sworn that there was a fight there. But hey, I ain't gonna complain. Hey, Professor Juniper's dad. Hello, Branch. How's Empoleon? Ah, this Empoleon's taken a real shine to you. The Pokédex is important, but time spent and having fun together is also important. Say, I just had a thought. Have you heard of the Dragon Spiral Tower? Yes? Really? Quite impressive. Okay, give this story a listen. Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be the Unova region's oldest building. Stories say it's where the legendary Pokemon came to life or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Iccirus City, but that's all I really know about it. That's all anyone knows because no one's ever been inside. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. What? There's something I don't know? That kind of feeling is pure adventure. And I'm not too old for some adventuring. Away I go to have a look at the Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. Okay, later, Professor Juniper's dad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get a couple of encounters before I end off today's episode, because I have training to do between this episode and the next one. So this will be my encounter for Iccirus City, I believe. So if I just run around on this water, I should eventually get an encounter, I think. Oh, I could surf. Do I want to surf? Okay, that's the first important thing I needed to do. Had to have the repel run out. We had a Palpito. Oh, okay. I mean, it's not amazing, but it is another water type. Water ground is a pretty solid typing. I mean, would I have preferred to have had a Swampert? Yes. But hey, Palpitoad should be pretty easy to catch. I think you can normally find Palpitoad around here as well. But hey, that is a nice, quick, easy catch. Very good. Okay, so, Palpitoad, the Vibration Pokemon. I love how it just has this goofy little grin at all times. Okay, so what I'm also going to do is I'm going to count Dragon Spiral Tower as two separate areas. Because it has this outside area where it's just grass, and an inside bit inside the tower. So I'm going to count the outside and the inside as two separate encounters as well. So my outside Dragon Spiral Tower encounter is a Ralts! That's actually kind of insane. That's actually kind of insane. Hold on. Okay, so I am just gonna I'm not gonna Master Ball this thing. I don't have a Master Ball to use. I'm just gonna throw an Ultra Ball. Don't teleport. It already has Psychic. I mean, it's not an evolved Pokemon at all, so I'm safe. I'm very safe right now. 1, 2, 3, click. 10 out of 10, we now have a Ralts, which means I have a potential Gardevoir. Well, I say a potential Gardevoir. I have a Gardevoir if I choose to use one. Because since it's a female one, I can't get Gallade. But hey, so that does it for my encounter in... Well, that does it for my encounter for the outside of Dragon Spiral Tower. I'll allow myself to catch something else once I actually get to go inside the tower. There is the double battle grass, but I can't use that for ages. Okay, I think this guy's the one who wants stuff like nuggets, right? Well, let's find out. Yeah, he will take gems and stuff for big money. But yeah, so I'll allow myself to catch another Pokemon once I get into the Dragon Spiral Tower. Because, again, they have completely different encounter tables and everything. And the Double Battles grass, I think that's only accessible in winter. And I'm not really going to pause the series for 3 weeks to find it. Okay, what can I buy here? Spike Cannon, Psycho Boost! Okay, and Blizzard. Also 10 out of 10, but the text going off screen there really making me realize how badly I've actually formatted the resolution for this for the entire series, but hey, here we are. So this Palpitoad, Jolly Nature, and a Quirky Natured Ralts. Okay, Scrappy Palpitoad and an Oblivious Ralts. This Ralts' moveset's actually kind of cracked already. Already has Magical Leaf for coverage, already has Calm Mind, has Heal Pulse, also for if it gets into any multi-battles. That's kind of insane. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and end... Well, first things first, I'm going to put my Pokemon into PC. Then I'm going to save and end off today's episode here. And then next time, I might have trained up a couple of new Pokemon. And then we're going to go and take on gym number 7. And so next time, we'll be taking on the Iccirus City Pokemon Gym. And depending on how long that takes, we might also be doing the inside of the Dragon Spiral Tower. So I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined. Capsule Monster Coliseum will be continuing tomorrow, and then this will be continuing on Friday. But yeah, okay, thanks for watching. Later.